traffic sounds. I think they've calmed down now because it's had a lot of interruptions. That stops me doing the other reads. I'm getting there. How's your day been? Taurus, Leo, Scorpio and Aquarius. Taurus. Well, Leo, flaming hell. Scorpio and Aquarius. Bit of work to do here. So we've got Taurus, unhappiness. You are feeling drained emotionally. There may have been unfaithfulness. A missed opportunity for happiness. 1 month is mentioned. You need to fill up your cup. Look after yourself. Nurture yourself. Because you have been badly let down. There is truth and clarity coming to you. A Scorpio is mentioned. Someone has been getting away with something for far too long, and they will keep trying to get away with it if you let them. It's time to cut through the bullshit and get to the point. Remember that everything you are thinking is not a reality. You're trapped in a mental prison of your own making. But you are coming out of this because you're releasing yourself. You're cutting away all that negative activity. Could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person involved, but it is just clarity of thought, harsh communications, but you have to cut through the bullshit. You're not going to put up with this deceit and lies anymore. A Scorpio is there to help you find clarity. There will be rapid communications where you have to be blunt and to the point, or even cut someone off or out of your life. I was born 1988, plus or minus 12, February to February. Maybe involved somewhere. But it's time for you to see things clearly and stop overthinking things. Because a soulmate is coming towards you and you need to make space for their arrival. Number 41 is mentioned. So Marta, I don't know if you're watching. If you are, it's a very clear message. It's time to wield your sword. Be true to yourself and cut through the bullshit. Yeah, and there we are. Feel the fear and do it anyway. Take that leap of faith. This is my Peter, Pan and Wendy card. Wendy stood on the windowsill and Peter says, "Are you coming, Wendy?" And she takes that leap of faith. She would never have had the adventures if she didn't. Number 72. So, life bends for the courageous. The universe wants to support you, but first you need to take the leap. To throw your life up in the air. Perhaps you know where you're being called to leap towards or away from, but you're scared to make that move. Or maybe perhaps you're waiting for a big fat sign or instruction manual. or permission to do so first. If this is you, then this card is your sign and permission tip to take the deep breath and leap into the unknown. It's scary to let go of all that we know in the hope of something new, and it's normal to feel anxious at the thought of letting go of what we know for sure. But this is an avoidable process of rising, and right now, this is how you're being called to live. Nature is constantly showing us how to live with courage. Fall comes every year and encourages the trees to loosen their grip, to allow what once was so full of life to fall away, leaf by leaf. For a moment it feels like nothing will ever grow again. The branches are left bare without the comfort of what once was. But in the morn of spring, new shoots begin to appear, and something new is born that is even more glorious than before. So you go first, take a good run up and leap. Leo, there is a death, a passing. It's the only card that means this. You have to grieve. 10 weeks is mentioned. Release the grief. It could be someone stabbing you in the back. It could be an actual passing of a person. But something has died and it's time to release. 10 weeks is mentioned. There is the psychic, the medium, the tarot reader, the travellers, the carnival people. October the 11th, where I come from, it means the whole fair. There is turkeys and herons as your animal totems. You are coming out of a very unhealthy situation. Secrets are being revealed and things will become clear. You have to be very careful what goes in your mouth, as in diet and medication, and what comes out your mouth, as in words written or spoken. You're no longer overthinking things. You're releasing yourself from negative thought patterns. Those born on the 2nd or the 29th, living or past, yet for your diary and address, massively important in a positive way. 8 weeks is mentioned, 10 weeks is mentioned. So 8 to 10 weeks, clarity of thought will come and you will see things more clearly. She was the first card in the predictive read, so I suggest you watch that. Yeah, as with Taurus, and you and Taurus have had some sort of connection for a very long time. Number 41, you have to release yourself to make way for the energy of a soulmate. Again, the answer is yes. There is no other words to this except a very small part at the bottom. So the number 28 could mean something, but the answer is a most definite yes. 2 pages of yeses. Don't overthink this situation, just say yes. Scorpio, you're searching for the reason. Maybe the reason we're here. You will be very successful, or someone, a divine masculine, is coming into your life. Those born on the 4th or the 31st, living or past, date, for your diary and address, massively important in a positive way. It's Aries energy. It's about your self-worth, your image, and new beginnings. You will be successful. It's time to put your foot down and don't take no for an answer. Your way or the highway. There is a very lonely, divorced or widowed lady, someone who has had to cut something out of her life. She may be a woman scorned, but there is a chapter that needs to end, and you have to find the self-worth to do it. A divine masculine may be involved, an Aries and a Scorpio. So you and an Aries are connected in some way. Those born on the 21st, living or past, date for your diary and address, massively important in a negative way. Delays in travel to the object of your desire, be they person, things or events, because you aren't thinking clearly. You are feeling low, and you may have received some bad advice. Doctors, priests, lawyers of a female variety are mentioned. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You will be exchanging gifts. They could be physical gifts or gifts of some other kind. There may be a Leo involved. The number 27 is mentioned. But exchange of gifts. Metaphorical or physical. It's time to get grounded. So go within, listen to your inner self. Get grounded is 66. You are being called to get grounded, to ensure that your luminous field is clear and your inner well is full. If you're not grounded, it's all too easy to get swept up in other people's energy and mistake it for your own. Your boundaries will become blurred as you're absorbing the energies around you and struggling to define what's their stuff and what's yours. If you pulled this card, you are very likely an empath or a highly sensitive person and need time alone to fill up your well, balance your energy and get grounded. There are two types of people, those who draw their energy from others and those who draw their energy from within. Reflect on which one you are and carve out time each day to ensure that you replenish this well. Being sensitive is a superpower, but like all powers, it needs to be nurtured in order to be fulfilled. It is easy to get swept up in the high frequency energies that are swirling about the planet at this time. The quickest and most effective way of clearing all of this from your field is to ground yourself by connecting with Mother Earth. There are many ways to get grounded, and one of the most powerful ones is to practice earthing by connecting to Earth. Spend time in nature. Put your hands on a tree because your palms are extensions of your heart chakra, or walk barefoot on the earth or beach. Do something to get grounded and connect with the earth. Aquarius, Spirit want you to ascend to a higher level of being. However, you are refusing to end the chapter, and you cannot do that until you do. It is not over till the fat lady sings. Those born on the 21st, living or past, state for your diary and address. Massively important in a negative way. Delays in travel and the object of your desire. Those born on the 21st, like I said, living or past, date for your diary and address. Massively important in a negative way. So it means that you will miss an opportunity through not closing this chapter. There will be a reunion, perhaps May the 1st or 3 months from now. But unfortunately, for some of you, there is a third party. There is very little communication and no chance of a new beginning at this time. But that is because you are delaying things. You are not closing a chapter. 3 women may be involved in this situation and reunions will take place. Perhaps you will travel to Wales or Scotland. There is island scenery. Yeah, to the sea. You are travelling across a body of water or to a place surrounded by sea. 3 months is mentioned. You have missed an opportunity, but that opportunity may come round again. And when it does, you need to learn to settle this chapter. Yeah, something is no longer aligned with your life. So align your life. 34. What in your life is no longer in alignment with who you truly are? We are cyclic beings in a constant state of change, of evolution, of growth. Change is one of the only certainties in life. When you resist your cyclic nature, you resist life and feel stuck. Many of us have learned to be who the world wants us to be, but there comes a time when it's harder to hold on to the facade than it is to embrace who we truly are. To surrender to how we have changed and align life to that way of being. If you pulled this card, you are being called to let go of who you once were or the things that you once defined yourself by. The job, the relationship, the mask you wore, and to embrace who you truly are now. To courageously step into the person that you came here to be in full authenticity. To embrace your weirdness and your uniqueness. Perhaps you've outgrown some relationship or circumstances, and it's time to reassess and bring all the parts of your life into alignment so that they're congruent with who you truly are today. What in your life is not aligned and needs to change?